I've got a crazy theory for Quantumania. Ant-Man will be there. The Wasp too. And you know what? I'll even say it. I bet Kang shows up. If those crazy theories weren't too much for you, then strap in tight as we take a look at some of the best Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania fan theories that just could be true. One theory floating around is about what new characters we could see in the next installment of the MCU. Obviously, the trailer has shown us Kang, plus the pleasant surprise of MCU's version of MODOK, but there are some others primed to make an appearance. Chief among them, according to fans, is none other than the leader of the Fantastic Four himself, Reed Richards. An alternate universe version of him has already been turned to spaghetti, but given his multiversal knowledge, the main 616 Reed could show up to help his fellow genius Hank Pym. That or different dimensions could be explored, and a soft origin for the Fantastic Four in the negative zone could be closer than we think. But it's not just new characters who could show up. Let's find out what theories about the plot, other villains, and possible deaths could be true as well. How could Kang be the main villain? Thanos was only a looming shadow until he took center stage in Infinity War and Endgame. If Kang is the next Thanos, why is his first appearance as the main villain? This theory suggests he is not. Perhaps Kang, though he is heavily featured in the trailer, will have more of a background role. Perhaps he sends Scott and MODOK on the same quantum heist mission, and MODOK is truly the main antagonist Scott must overcome. Then when they defeat him and return to Kang, the real threat makes himself apparent. This would see Kang instead being set up for big things in the future, while giving us a small dose of him now. Speaking of big things, hit that subscribe button and never miss out on more CBR content. Let's talk about deaths, shall we? Who's gonna die? Well, let me tell you that Reddit has their opinions. And we're not talking about the obvious one. Pretty clear that Hank's not gonna make it. But what if both Ant-Men meet their fate? One fan seems to think Scott Lang is going to die. After regretfully accepting Kang's deal and trying to go back on it, Scott will have to sacrifice himself in order to stall Kang just a little longer so that Cassie and Hope can get back to the real world and tell the Avengers to prepare. Would be quite a heroic way for this Khan-turned Avenger to go out. There may also be some secrets unlocked about past MCU mysteries. Phase 4 set up a lot of questions, and one may be answered in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Shang-Chi introduced us to some of the most potentially powerful artifacts in the universe. At the end of that film, in a post-credit scene, we see that the 10 rings themselves were sending out a signal to some unknown point of origin, and it was noted that they matched no known technology from any alien race. The 10 rings could turn out to be an invention from the future of Kang's, and in fact it may be one or multiple of the rings that Ant-Man is sent to retrieve, which could be the key to helping Kang escape. One of the first things that should be speculated on in the Ant-Man and the Wasp sequel is Kang's motivation. Why is he doing what he's doing? Like, seriously, what's this guy's problem? The trailer calls the quantum realm a cage, suggesting that Kang is trapped there, and for some reason Scott is the only one who can get Kang what he needs to escape. In order for Scott to retrieve whatever MacGuffin piece of technology that will help him get out of there, Kang offers Scott a deal, that Kang can release him from the quantum realm right after the blip happened. All that time he missed watching his daughter grow up will all be his again. However, the pretty plausible theory is that after initially accepting, Scott will turn back on the deal in order to stop Kang from gaining a way out of the quantum realm. We need to find out what some theories on the lasting effects in the MCU could be true as well. Sure, we wonder what'll happen to the characters, but what is the effect on the world? There's a lot of speculation that much like certain other MCU films, this movie will end with the characters who escape the quantum realm experiencing a significant time jump. Last time Scott was in the quantum realm, he came out only 5 hours later to find that 5 years had passed. It seems the characters will be spending the majority to the entirety of the film in the quantum realm. And with its unpredictability, who knows how much time will have passed? Should they even make it out alive? Speaking of new characters, Kang may not be the only Nathaniel Richards to appear in Quantumania. With Cassie Lang becoming Stature, the Young Avengers seem to be popping up everywhere in the MCU. So why not bring in one of their leaders? Not only will Nathaniel Richards appear as Kang the Conqueror, but a younger version of Nathaniel Richards will show up to help the Ant family, and later become fully realized as the Young Avenger Iron Lad. There's a giant head man in a metal suit in this movie. Anything can happen. My favorite theory states that the movie is secretly directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
What a twist!
That or it's a Tim Burton Planet of the Apes movie. We're talking about twist endings. There's a strong possibility that once the heroes believe they have won and vanquished Kang, they successfully exit the quantum realm, but they return to a world they do not recognize. Instead, the twist ending from Loki makes a reappearance, and they return to a world Kang has already conquered. Kang probably sitting on the Lincoln Monument or something. The most likely fan theory to come true involves the appearance of the TVA. It's all but confirmed that the TVA exists in the quantum realm, a realm outside of time itself. At the end of Loki Season 1, we see that Kang has taken over management of the TVA, and given that he's stuck in the cage of the quantum realm, his cage must include the Time Variance Authority. Ant-Man may even come across the stranded God of Mischief to ask for help. That's right, if there's one thing Infinity War taught us, it's that things get darkest just before the dawn. The end of Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania could be no different. Kang's first appearance, he really needs to make a statement. One theory suggests that the end of this film could get very, very dark. After losing to the Ant-Man family, Kang may be out for revenge. Instead of exacting it right then and there, this theory says that Kang will be so furious that he finds a way to go back in time and kill everyone else. With this, Scott, Cassie, and everyone else who makes it out alive returns to a world where all the Avengers have already been murdered. Heavy stuff, but they gotta top snapping half the universe out of existence somehow. There's so many theories and speculations out there surrounding Quantumania that at least some of them have to be true. Which fan theories do you think are the most likely to come to fruition in Kang's first on-screen attempt at conquering?